What's going on, guys? Thomas from My Scent Sillage. Got something for y'all today. Got a fragrance from the house of Cuba Paris called Cuba Prestige. What y'all know about it? In my opinion, this fragrance is highly underrated. And this thing is a beast for cooler weather. So with fall approaching, this will be a perfect grab and an affordable fragrance that will give you great performance. So if you're interested in this video, stay tuned and we're going to dive right into it after the intro. Alright guys, welcome back. For those that are returning, I appreciate you. For my new subscribers, welcome to the channel. On my channel, we discuss all things fragrance, whether they be fragrance from your online discounters or fragrances from your local rack stores. Your local rack stores are Burlington, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, or Ross. Because believe it or not, guys, you can find great quality fragrances at a good price at these locations. Alright guys, let's talk about it. Now, some may be familiar, some may not be. But the fragrances we'll be discussing today come from the house called Cuba Paris. Guys, in my opinion, the three that I have in my collection here today, the smell is great. For the price you're paying, these are some affordable fragrances, and these things are banging. Okay, we're gonna dive right into it. With fall approaching, I think if you're just starting your fragrance collection and you're new to fragrances and you don't have a lot of money to spend on fragrances, because let's admit it, guys, if you have a addiction to buying fragrances, or if it's a hobby to you, buying fragrances, if it's something that you're into, you know, if you're collecting these fragrances, comes with a price tag, you know, especially if you're trying to build a big collection, comes with a price. So if this is something new to you and you're just getting into fragrances and you don't have a lot of money to invest into fragrances, hey, I think these are some good options. And not just for somebody that's just starting out. You know, if you already have a fragrance collection, and you never heard of this house, you know, because some people don't look at particular houses that have a name, you know, high designer brands, niche brands, exquisite brands. And guess what, guys? These fragrances you can find at your local rack stores. Okay, the first fragrance we'll be discussing is one of my favorites from this house. We have Cuba Prestige. Alright guys, this is an EDT, and the Cuba line presents their fragrances in the shape of cigars. Now, I don't know too much history about this house, but far as I understand, this is how they present their fragrances, in the form of cigars. You know, I guess your Cuban cigars. And when I first put my nose on this one, guys, I was impressed. You know, the quality of the covering isn't that for real. It's cheap plastic, but the bottle, I appreciate the design. This is an EDT. 3.4 ounce. I think I paid, I don't know if it was $12.99 or $10.99 for this fragrance. I picked it up at Ross. And this fragrance is cloning what they say, Amen by Mugler. I've never smelled that fragrance. But the scent profile, I have smelled a couple of fragrances from the house of Mugler. And the scent profile on this one, I can see why people say this, and that's what I see online, that this fragrance reminds most people of Amen by Mugler, and I think that fragrance is discontinued. I sprayed some on my hand, guys. Now, for this fragrance to be $10.99, $12.99, the performance on this one is wonderful, guys. You get hit with this like caramel, vanillic, woodsy. The notes in this one, guys, it's complex. It's a sweet, woodsy, kind of spicy. To me, this thing is just immaculate. I enjoy it. I did a look wearing of it last year when I bought it. Didn't get enough of it, but I most definitely be wearing it a little more this year. I'll show you how the atomizer. Atomizer pretty decent. I ain't gonna hit that number one time because this thing is a room filler. So like I said, for the price that you're paying for this fragrance and the quality that you're getting, guys, if you come across this at Ross, that's why I mostly seen it at Ross. Haven't ran across it at Burlington or TJ Maxx. Mostly I've been seeing it at Ross. Now, it's a black one. I forget the name of it. It comes in the presentation like this. Now that one is trash. That one's trash. If you come across that one, I don't suggest trying that one. In my opinion, I think it's trash. You know, what somebody think is trash, another person might think it's trash. They might enjoy the smell. But these are affordable fragrances. So if you do try it, they only running you anywhere from $10.99 to $12.99, guys. So it won't be a huge loss, you know. But I highly suggest trying this one. If you enjoy sweet, woodsy fragrances, you know. Or if you're familiar with Mugler line of men fragrances, and you enjoy that kind of scent profile that they present with their fragrances, might want to get this one to try, guys. Yeah. Now I have two more. The second one we'll be discussing is Cuba Royal. Check it out, guys. The bottle's in the presentation of cigars. Cap is on there. I ordered this one off Amazon. This one of the fragrances that I haven't seen in the rack stores, the Royal. This is a 3.4 ounce. It's a 100 ml bottle. Yep, 3.3 ounce, 100 ml. And this is a EDT. And this is another good one, guys. This one is compared to 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. The quality on this one is pretty good for the price too, guys. Now it doesn't smell exactly like 1 Million, but when you smell this, it's gonna put you in the mind of 1 Million. As far as the quality, now these fragrances are relatively affordable, guys. So comparing an affordable fragrance to a high designer fragrances where they use better quality ingredients, you see where I'm going with this. But the scent profile is there with this one, guys. And this one is called Cuba Royal. And you can't go wrong with this one. If you enjoy the 1 Million by Paco Rabanne and don't want to cough up the bread to get that fragrance, this is a great alternative. And with the performance on this one, with Prestige, get easily 8 hours with that fragrance. I haven't given this one too much wearing. I've worn it a few times, and the initial blast, it comes off, and this one does sit a little closer to the skin. So with this one, you probably have to overspray to get a stronger projection. but it does project slightly, and then it sits close to the skin. And this one is, like I said, it's called Cuba Royal. And the third one I'll be discussing is called Cuba Gold. Now this one is the OG. I ran across this fragrance, I think when I was in high school. I just got out of high school, and I went out to Texas and lived with my uncle. My uncle put me on to the Cuba line. So it's something that I've been familiar with. Went to this fragrance shop. I think I ended up getting like 3 on, and they was on like $4.99 back then, guys, for the smaller one. It might have been 30 ml bottles. Yeah, I think they probably about a 30 ml bottles for $4.99. So I got 3 fragrances for $15. And these things, the quality was good back then. It was some of my favorite fragrances. But this one right here is compared to La Mer by Jean Paul Gaultier. And the scent profile is there, guys. If you enjoy that scent profile of La Mer by Jean Paul Gaultier, can't go wrong with this one. And like I said, if you don't want to cough up the money to get that fragrance, even though you can find a little cheaper on discounters, online discounters or whatnot, but for the price, and like I say, the quality, can't go wrong with this one. And I sprayed this one on too, guys, and it's still projecting. Now, with this one as well, the initial opening, it hits a little strong. But once it settles down, the projection slightly decreases. And this is another one that, you know, if you just overspray it, you'll be good for some hours. This one will give you 6 to 7 hours when you overspray it. It'll last all day, especially on clothing, guys. But I just wanted to make a video about these 3 fragrances, and particularly about this house, because I know a lot of people focuses on certain house and you know, certain fragrance brands, and these seem to fly under the radar. And I just want to present it and put it out there for people that enjoy good fragrances, that have great scent profiles, and you know, people that just like to smell good but don't have a lot of money to spend on fragrances. These are some that are available to you that'll have you smelling good at a affordable price. And once you walk past somebody, the only thing they gonna say is, "Man, what this person got on? They smell good." Alright? But they win. I don't like it. Those are gonna be the 2 reactions. You either go smell good or you're not. And in my opinion, these 3 fragrances from this house is worth the try if you enjoy smelling good. So guys, if y'all have any other fragrances from this house that smell good, get in the comments and let us know. Because like I said, I tried this one. They say the orange one, not the orange one. Yeah, the orange one. That one smelled pretty good. Some compared to I forget the name of the fragrance. It's like a sweet, rosy type fragrance. But they have quite a few fragrances in this house, guys, that people say smell good. And these are the only 3 that I have. And if I come across some more that are worth trying, you know, I scoop them up, guys. But like I said, let us know in the comments what fragrances, if you have any from this house, what smells good to you. Share it with us. Let us know. And like always, guys, I appreciate y'all checking out the content. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And like always, I appreciate it. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.